Across parts of the area, our northernmost counties, some heavy rain back up into parts of Morgan County, moving out of Benton County. Versailles getting in on some showers and a few thunderstorms there. And then back off in our eastern counties, we have a few more thunderstorms working their way into Dent County right now. Back over into Shannon County, none of this severe. But we are looking at a lot of rain still at times today, and there is a severe threat. Today is now a first alert weather day, so we are looking at showers and storms this afternoon. This is 2 o'clock, mostly north of I-44 at 2. And then working their way a little bit further to the south. These could be severe heading into the evening hours, and then overnight tonight, maybe early on, a few storms that could be on the stronger side, but very heavy rain certainly possible over the next couple of hours and overnight into tomorrow morning. We'll wake up to a few morning showers, but many drying out tomorrow afternoon. Flood watch in place for Missouri counties. It says 7 p.m. on Friday. The National Weather Service is planning on extending that now, potentially into Saturday morning. And we've seen a lot of rain over the last 36 hours. Temperatures right now cooler north of Highway 60 in the low to mid 70s, some mid to upper 70s in northern Arkansas. And through the day today, your temperature is going to continue to climb, many in the low to a few mid 80s this afternoon, 70s and some rain and storms for any evening plans you may have today, but a stretch of drier weather on the way that I'll talk about coming up soon. These to a few mid 80s this afternoon, cloudy, dreary, more scattered showers and thunderstorms with the first alert weather day today. Level 2 slight risks, damaging wind, the primary threat, maybe some small to quarter sized hail. Flooding though certainly a big concern. Some spots may pick up another 1 to 3 inches of rain with some locally higher totals still possible. The area, some pockets of heavy rain and thunderstorm chances going up into the afternoon and evening hours. Right now, some heavy rain moving out of Morgan County back over towards Jeff City right now with a little bit of lightning there. Our eastern counties looking at a few scattered showers, thunderstorms moving on out too, but some scattered rain continues over the next few hours and thunderstorm chances going up by the mid-afternoon, especially north of Highway 60. And then into the evening hours, gradually working their way further south. Evening commute around 5-6 p.m. will be pretty wet for some spots, even along I-44. And then overnight tonight, rain and storms shifting further to the south. Some of these could still pack a punch, but we are looking at more heavy rain that could lead to flooding in spots and a few showers and thunderstorms tomorrow early morning. I do think we start to dry out though tomorrow afternoon. Flood watch has been extended through Saturday morning, and hey, now it's been added into parts of northern Arkansas as well. Some spots like Boone and Marion County yesterday saw a significant amount of rain, and some more rain possible to really just add insult to injury. Temperatures right now a bit variable thanks to the rain, some low 70s to even low 80s in some spots now. Warmer temperatures further west closer to I-49. And we'll see temperatures today in the low to mid 80s for highs for many this afternoon. Of course, as rain chances go up, your temperature's not really going to warm up too much more. Highs today for many in the upper 70s to mid 80s. We're still below average, but it's still very humid. It is a first alert weather day. We are tracking the potential for severe storms. We'll talk more about the threats coming up soon, and a few thunderstorms possible. But right now, most of this just some light to moderate rain, and it's not quite widespread, but some greater coverage here in south central Missouri. Some brief pockets of heavy rain, northern Douglas County, southern Texas County, and northern Arkansas, Boone, Marion County getting in on some scattered showers right now. Over in Dent County, rain continuing with some heavy rain possible, and you guys have seen a decent amount over the last 48 hours. So we're watching flooding closely. A few showers clipping back over to parts of Benton into Cedar County, and we'll see rain and storm chances into the afternoon. By 2 o'clock, the best chance mostly north of Highway 60. Some of the storms this afternoon could be severe. It is a first alert weather day today, and over the next few hours by the evening around 5 o'clock, kind of a wet commute for many, especially along I-44. Some showers, some storms, and some could still be severe, continuing to gradually work their way further to the south, and I'd say mostly in northern Arkansas. Heading into the overnight hours tonight south of I-44 with a few scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow morning. However, it's not going to rain all day tomorrow. We will see maybe a few isolated to widely scattered at times tomorrow afternoon, but many will stay dry and certainly not a washout of the weekend. By 4 o'clock, a lot of dry time. And then in the evening, maybe a shower or two in our northeastern counties, and certainly looking at a drier and hotter weather pattern by next week. Today's severe risk level 2 slight threat for severe storms highlighted here in yellow. Your threat's really going to be for some damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. Maybe some small to quarter-sized hail in some of the strongest storms, and there's just a very low but not zero tornado risk into the afternoon and evening hours. I'm really more concerned with our flooding threat. We've seen several flood reports from yesterday, with Brighton, Missouri picking up almost 7 inches of rain from yesterday afternoon through this morning, so significant. And let's add on another half of an inch to 2 inches of rain for some, with a few isolated bullseye areas, maybe even greater than 3 inches of rain possible. Now, it may not be in these exact locations, but we are looking at spots that could pick up more than 3 inches of rain again. So be weather aware for the day today, and by the evening commute, make sure you're checking the KY3 weather app to see maybe the latest flood alerts across the area. This afternoon, temperatures upper 70s to mid 80s for highs today. By 9 o'clock, mid to upper 70s for any plans you may have. A few showers and thunderstorms. And overnight tonight, upper 60s to low 70s, waking up in the morning. Temperatures warming up daily. We'll be in the mid 90s by the middle of next week, with a stretch of drier weather on the way. By next Wednesday, you see that 20% chance for some rain. That's going to be a more summer-like weather pattern, where we may see a few afternoon pop-up shower and thunderstorms, but really not looking at anything super organized or widespread next week, which is something to look forward to if you're a fan of the warm, dry weather. It is going to be really hot, though. Your Muggy meter shows pretty steamy conditions through the week ahead. So we are tracking heat indices in the 100s. Saturday, this model may be overdoing it. I think we'll feel like the mid 90s at most tomorrow afternoon. But certainly by Sunday through next Thursday, potentially extending into the holiday weekend, we are looking at feels like temperatures in the upper 90s to maybe even up to 105 degrees. So get ready for the summer heat. Wet pattern here across the Midwest. Today, no exception. We have more scattered showers and thunderstorms across the region. The heaviest back over into parts of eastern Missouri right now, with some flooding. A flash flood warning in parts of southeastern Missouri, just out of our area. But we could see some more flooding possible today, and a chance for severe storms. Level 2 slight risk for severe storms from northeastern Oklahoma back through Illinois, Indiana, and into Kentucky today. Coming off the Rockies, a few storms as well could be severe, with a level 2 slight risk this afternoon. And then big heat and fire danger back over towards the Four Corners region, towards the west coast, where we are looking at red flag warnings in place. Covers really almost the entire Four Corners region right here, including most of the state of Utah, except some higher elevations there. But yeah, we are looking at big fire danger to the west. For us, really just wet weather, with a flood watch in place today through now tomorrow morning. That extends across much of the region back over towards the east coast as well. If you're traveling anywhere today, 77 only in St. Louis this afternoon. 91 warmer down in Little Rock. Tulsa at 87 with a few more showers and storms. Temperatures today 110 in Phoenix, 97 in Salt Lake City. The Pacific Northwest, highs only in the 60s this afternoon. And let's check out the southeast, where highs are also in the low 90s for the day today. In the last 48 hours, on average across the entire area, a little bit more than 1.5 inches has fallen, and then a lot more back over in parts of Kansas and Oklahoma, where they've had some pretty major flooding. But we have seen a lot in a few spots, really just from yesterday afternoon all the way through this morning, especially in northern Greene and southern Polk County. We're back over towards Pleasant Hope. Some spots have picked up maybe more than 5 inches. Brighton's picked up almost 7 inches of rain since yesterday afternoon. Willard just about 5 inches, radar estimates in some spots, and back over towards Greenfield, maybe just under 3 inches for a few of you. Parts of northeastern Dent County picking up maybe more than 5 inches, as well into parts of southeastern Dent County, 4 to 5 inches maybe in some spots. Northern Arkansas, Boone, Marion County yesterday under a flash flood warning that has obviously since expired, but some spots may be picking up around 3 to nearly 5-6 inches of rain possible there as well, maybe northeast of Harrison and back over towards Bull Shoals, only about 1 inch there. But more rain on the way, and there is a flood watch in place for our Missouri counties and extended into parts of northern Arkansas. That goes until tomorrow morning. Some spots may pick up another 3 inches of rain. to mid 80s this afternoon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms possible. Some very heavy rain. First alert weather day, level 2 slight threat. Damaging wind, the primary threat there. But really I'm concerned about a flooding threat still heading into the afternoon and evening hours today. Some spots may be picking up another 1 to 3 inches of rain. And some of you have already seen a significant amount over the rain and thunderstorms just for some. Back here across parts of Miller County right now, a thunderstorm we're watching, producing some heavy rain and a lot of lightning working through Osage Beach, south of Eldon. Continuing to track off to the north and east. We have a few showers developing here along a boundary back north of Lebanon over towards Bolivar right now. And we'll see a few more showers and thunderstorms trying to develop over the next couple of hours. Models may be overdoing coverage just a bit, but some storms this evening could be on the strong to low end severe side, but certainly heavy rain producers and the potential for some flooding overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. And we'll wake up to a bit of rain on Saturday, scattered. However, I do think it works its way on out heading into the afternoon. There is a flood watch now extended through tomorrow morning and including now our northernmost counties in Arkansas. Heavy rain could lead to the potential for another 1 to 3 inches in some spots, on top of what we've already seen today and yesterday. Right now, temperatures in the low to mid 80s across much of the area. And we'll continue to see temperatures falling back gradually this evening, staying in the 70s for much of the night tonight. Overnight lows in the upper 60s to low 70s and highs tomorrow. Warming up, it should be a bit hotter with highs in the mid to upper 80s across much of the area. A shower could cool some of you off briefly. There's a small isolated shower chance tomorrow afternoon, but many will be dry. I'll talk more about your flood risks and the severe threats coming. Strikes right there as well, but nothing severe. Then this swath of rain over towards Miller, Marys County, producing a decent amount of lightning north of Pleasant Hope. Back over in Polk County, some more showers and thunderstorms there. You guys got slammed with rain yesterday, so we are watching the potential for flooding over the next couple of hours. A few scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some may pack a punch this evening. This is 7 o'clock, lining up mostly along Highway 60. And overnight tonight, still looking at a few more scattered showers and thunderstorms, mostly here in Missouri. By tomorrow morning, I do think this model is kind of overdoing coverage for tomorrow morning. We will see a few scattered showers, a few thunderstorms possible, nothing widespread, and then they may continue into the early afternoon for some of you, but many will be dry, partly sunny for the day. And then heading into the evening hours, still a pretty isolated rain chance, most dry, and will continue to dry on out certainly by Sunday, so not a washout of a weekend by any means. Level 2 slight risk for severe storms today, highlighted in yellow. Of course, everyone in this risk area will not see severe storms this evening. We may just see an isolated threat, I should say. So some of you will see a few thunderstorms that could potentially produce up to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, maybe some small to quarter-size hail. And today, that tornado threat's looking very low for us. I'm really more concerned with the potential for flooding with some of these downpours possible tonight and into parts of the day tomorrow. Models now showing the potential still for maybe a few areas to pick up about 1 inch to 3 inches of rain. Of course, 3 inches of rain is not going to be widespread, but in kind of some of these bullseye areas that could lead to the potential for some flash flooding for a few of you. But really all of these rainfall totals adding insult to injury because, man, it has been a wet month for us and really wet the last couple of days. So heading into the evening hours, we'll be in the mid to upper 70s at 9 o'clock. Your overnight lows tonight, upper 60s to low 70s. And tomorrow, we'll climb in the mid to upper 80s, flirting with the 90s for highs by 4 o'clock. Temperatures continuing to warm up, though, into the 90s at the start of next week, and our weather pattern changing up. We are turning warmer and drier. This low rain chance you see by next Wednesday, that 20% chance, our pattern shifting, and we're finally seeing this more summer-like pattern where we'll see maybe a few more isolated late afternoon pop-up showers and thunderstorms across parts of the area. So factoring that in for next Wednesday, but nothing widespread in the extended forecast expected. Now it is going to stay hot and humid for everyone. We'll be pretty steamy through the week ahead and feels like temperatures climbing. I think tomorrow this model is really overdoing it. I think we'll be in the mid 90s is what it should feel like in the afternoon, but upper 90s to around 105 degrees at least Sunday through the middle of next week, heading into the next holiday week. In the last 48 hours, on average across the Ozarks, we picked up a little bit more than 1.25 inches. But of course, you remember yesterday evening, some spots back over in northern Greene into Polk County picking up a significant amount of rain in a short period of time. Several areas back over towards Willard, Pleasant Hope, around 4 to 5 inches of rain. Brighton, we got a report that came in this morning that they saw almost 7 inches of rain from just yesterday afternoon through early this morning. And then back over in Dent County, a lot of rain in eastern Dent County. Some spots maybe around 4 to 5 inches in a few areas, radar estimated. And then back in Boone and parts of Marion County, looking at rainfall totals around 3 to 5 inches in some spots, and maybe even potentially up to 6. Once again, that's radar estimated, but still a lot of rain across the area. And we are watching a flood watch that is in place all the way through tomorrow morning now for Missouri counties and into northern Arkansas. Currently looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms. Coverage has grown a bit north of I-44 with a few of these isolated storms. There is a severe risk we're watching out for. Currently nothing severe, but some heavy rain could lead to some more flooding this evening. Longer storms heading into the evening hours. I'm really concerned with the potential, though, for maybe a little bit more flooding possible as we head into the evening and overnight hours tonight with a few more scattered showers and storms. We'll be in the upper 60s, maybe a little cooler in Arkansas, likely in the low 70s for you waking up in the morning. And we'll continue to see temperatures warming up tomorrow afternoon in the mid to upper 80s. Feeling even hotter, though, and a few showers for some of you tomorrow. I'll have more details on your timing and rainfall totals coming up on KY3 News at 5. Situated mostly north of I-44 right now. Nothing severe, but there is a severe risk. Right now, several thunderstorms back over into parts of Polk, Dallas, heading into Laclede County, north of Joplin right now, and back into parts of southern Cedar County. They're looking at some showers and thunderstorms south of Stockton. Over the next hour or so, these may gradually start to shift a little bit further south, closer to Highway 60. And there is a low severe risk we'll be watching out for, and some heavy rain could lead to some more flooding heading into the overnight hours tonight. Tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to a few scattered showers for some. I don't think it'll rain all day. Coverage maybe even a little bit less than what this model here shows, but some dry time for many tomorrow afternoon. Now, there is a flood watch extended through tomorrow morning for our Missouri counties, and we've added northern Arkansas into that mix as well. Some of you, like back down towards Harrison, have seen a lot of rain since yesterday afternoon. Now, temperatures in the low to mid 80s currently. We are still below average for this time of year. Of course, it is just a bit sticky outside right now, not too comfortable. We'll see temperatures falling back into the 70s over the next few hours, and many will stay in the 70s overnight tonight. A few upper 60s for some morning lows with temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s, and we quickly warm up back into the mid to upper 80s for highs tomorrow afternoon. A few showers and thunderstorms possible early on in the day, but it's certainly not a washout by any means. We'll be back around average for our highs heading into the weekend, and for the start of next week, it's just going to feel much hotter. We'll talk about your heat indices coming up.
All right, thank you.
Today, right now we are tracking showers and storms. We have some heavy rain and some lightning, but currently they're not looking too impressive for us. But still a lot of lightning and heavy rain working its way through Bolivar right now. You've already seen a lot of rain in the last 24 to 36 hours in Bolivar, so it won't take much more to maybe start to see some quick ponding on the roads, and flash flood conditions could be possible across a large portion of the area as we head into the evening and overnight tonight. A few storms heading up now north of Conway, about to cross over I-44, and then some more rain scattered back up towards Lake of the Ozarks right now, and a little bit of lightning there as well. So over the next few hours, we'll have a few more scattered showers and storms. There is a severe risk, like I mentioned, though. Right now, storms aren't looking too impressive. Of course, though, if something does become severe, we're talking about 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, maybe up to quarter-size hail possible, and flooding will be possible overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Waking up a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. I don't think coverage will be as widespread in some spots as it shows right here, and many will be dry in the afternoon outside of just an isolated shower or storm chance. Not a washout of a day by any means for your Saturday, and we dry out Saturday overnight. Level 2 slight threat for severe storms today. However, many in this slight risk may not even see thunderstorms this evening. And of course, not everyone will see severe storms. It is going to be a lower threat evening for us. 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-sized hail, kind of the threats that we'd be watching. Now, the potential for flooding certainly exists, and as we head into tonight all the way through the day tomorrow, you notice many spots not showing extreme totals. However, you look at some of these different colors where some spots maybe about an inch to 2.5 inches, maybe a couple bullseyes, potentially seeing anywhere from around 2 to 3 inches of rain possible. So these are going to be smaller localized storms that could drop some really heavy rain for a few of you, but no widespread flooding expected. Heading into the rest of your evening, temperature-wise, we'll be back in the mid to upper 70s by 9 o'clock. Your overnight lows tonight, maybe a few more upper 60s than what this model here shows, but upper 60s to low 70s, and it'll be pretty humid tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. We'll be back in the mid to upper 80s for highs tomorrow by 4 p.m., flirting with the 90s. And the heat continues to build on in as we head into the start of next week. Now, our average high is 88 degrees, so this is pretty typical for this time of year. Our pattern is changing and we're returning to a more summer-like pattern with highs in the 90s, high humidity, and drier weather on the way as well. Now, by next Wednesday, you see a small rain chance right there. That's going to be for what we typically have in the summer. Those afternoon pop-up showers and thunderstorms will be possible Wednesday, maybe into next Friday, and of course 4th of July on Saturday. Wouldn't be 4th of July without maybe at least a small rain chance here in the Ozarks. But our muggy meter shows conditions staying pretty steamy through the week ahead, and your feels like temperatures will continue to climb. This is overdoing, I'd say. Saturday will likely feel like the mid-90s, but then Sunday all the way through the rest of your next week will likely feel like the upper 90s too. Some thunderstorms you can see really starting to develop north week. Are you ready for summer?
Well, for swimming, not for running.